What are the best things to do in Disney Springs?
We're going head to head to find out.
And I'm gonna win.
Wait, whoa, hey. Disney Springs has grown so much over the past couple years, and now there are so many things to do here. So that's why we're going head to head, so we can show you our top 5 favorite things to do here at Disney Springs.
Today, each of us are going to pick our top 5 things to do in Disney Springs, but to make it a little bit more fair, we're going to do what is called a serpentine draft.
Wait, come here!
A
serpentine draft.
So in case you're not familiar with what Disney Springs is a mix of unique shops, restaurants, and entertainment here at Disney Springs, and it's the shopping area and food area outside of the parks here at Disney World. It has a huge array of things, lots of things to try. There are 103 stores, 66 places to eat, and 28 attraction shows and events. It's lots of fun, lots of things to do here, and we're going to show you what we think are the best things to do here in Disney Springs.
We're here.
My number 1 choice, World of Disney, to shop. Are you ready to hear why I think this should be a number 1 choice for Disney Springs?
Fine, what's the pitch? Let's go.
All right, I have 3 great reasons.
Okay.
Number 1, it is the biggest Disney store in the world. Did you know that?
In the world?
Yeah.
In the entire world. This right here.
This is the biggest Disney store.
Okay.
Yep, that's a fact. And I just think that's really cool. Number 2, if you're in the parks and you want something but maybe you don't want to carry it around all day or it sells out, this is a great option to be able to come find something.
Okay.
And number 3, it has a little something for everyone because it is the biggest store. There's a lot of things to find, and not every store has a little something for everyone.
Listen, you are correct. Those are some fantastic reasons.
Yes.
I'm not gonna lie.
Thank you.
However, inside World of it is so crowded. This World of Disney can get insanely crowded. Sometimes during the busier seasons, there is a line just to get inside World of Disney.
That's true.
It can get ridiculously crowded. And number 2, checkout can be insane. If you're not using mobile checkout, if you've literally never heard of mobile checkout, you're just gonna walk into that line. So now there's a line to get into the store. I'm sure you gotta meander around in there, and then there's a line to get out of the store, and a long line. Some would say even longer than Flight of Passage.
No.
And third, while it might be the largest Disney store, it might not have everything you're looking for because it doesn't have all the same things you would find inside of the Disney parks. So if you're looking for something Animal Kingdom specific or Epcot, things like that, they might not have it in here. This is a generic Disney store, just like blanket Disney, nothing too specific. Which, you come to Disney World, you're looking for the parks. You're hoping for some park merch.
Maybe. Let's shop a little, and then maybe I can change your mind.
All right. So Emma, when you first walk in here, what's the section that you immediately drift to?
That one's hard because I love looking at mini ears, but I also love the mugs.
Oh.
I know. I don't know. I already see at least 4 things that I need right now.
4th. Actually, that home mug is super cute. Look at how.
Faux planter?
A faux planter.
Faux plants? I love faux plants from my bookshelves.
Oh.
I can't keep real plants alive, so.
Okay. All right, let's look at some hats. Oh, cute. Yeah, see, here's the thing, is that I wish Disney didn't just do I get it, but this is a very dad hat to me. It's got that, we need more flat brim hats. Flat brim hats for the win. This is a solid.
Amazing.
I love that.
What a pair. Look at this. This screams camp. This screams Disney World, and I think I need that.
Honestly, Emma, I love your ear situation. You've got a great ear game, but maybe if you just went with some Hades hair. I think this is the new Emma.
Do you love it?
Yeah. All right, listen, before we leave the store, I think you should choose something out for me, and I'll choose something out for you. It doesn't need to be a surprise. We can literally be walking together. I don't care. Okay. I just think you should go, this is something I would buy you. You found mine? It's so rude.
I thought you could use
an accordion?
This accordion from Encanto.
Well,
you can freestyle with it.
This is the night, a beautiful night, a night for It's a Bruno.
Oh, that was good. I loved it.
All right, fine. All right, game on. I found it. Ready? All right. This is for you.
Oh my gosh.
Hold it up. This is for you.
I love it.
Yeah, this is the reason I'm buying this for you is just because you're the Anna to my Elsa.
Sisters forever.
Sisters forever.
I love it.
So for my merch selection, I chose the Marketplace CoOp. This is a place that you can find a bunch of different, it is literally a marketplace. You can find a bunch of different areas and booths with different selections. Anything from D-Tech on demand, Disney Tales, artwork, home decor. You can find almost anything here. It's eclectic and kind of specific, but it's for those shoppers who need something just a little bit extra. Hey, Emma, do you want to take a picture with Orange Bird?
I do.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, so I'll get in with you. Oh, hey.
That's my best friend.
We're here. The Vault collection is here. Oh, here we go. Come over here. Come with me. Look at how cute the Spirit jersey is. I'm with this matching hat. I'm just like living for it.
It is nice, but did you describe it as Donald Duck earlier?
Well, it has Donald Duck colors. Like it has the
Okay, I was gonna say I don't see
yellow.
a single Donald
No,
Duck.
no,
here.
just the blue and the yellow. It's the color palette is Donald Duck.
Okay, I prefer the fanny pack. That's so fun.
Oh, this is adorable. Look at this. Gosh, the tea party, the Mad Hatter teacups. I mean, I love any good merch that's like with a ride. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I keep looking at this guy back here.
You and your faux plants.
I can't keep real ones alive.
Okay, so ready for the pitch?
I'm as ready as I'll ever be.
Okay, all right. First things first. There is a wide variety of, because it's a marketplace, there's a wide variety of many different things. You've got phone cases, you've got things for your pet, you've got home decor, you literally just an eclectic array of different Disney related merch inside there. Yeah?
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, number two. I don't know if they're called like booths or I'll call them sections, but the sections, because you have Disney Tales, you have D-Tech, you've got the home decor section, because you've got different sections and it's treated like a marketplace. Every time your Mickey ears start to fall apart, you got to go back to World of Disney and buy a new pair of Mickey ears. It's okay, but here everything I've gotten has been super high quality, and this is why I think I'm going to shop at the Marketplace CoOp.
I have only 2 rebuttals because you have some really great points, and I actually do love shopping here.
Okay.
But my number one is, of course, it's just really expensive. It is higher quality, but it's very expensive, and if you budgeted for your Disney trip, this might not be something you knew to budget for prior to coming here.
That's true.
So that's probably my number one. And my number 2 complaint is it's a little bit further in the back of Disney Springs, so even though there are really cool things back here, not everybody's going to know about it because of the location.
Okay, all right.
Those are my main 2 complaints about it. Other than that, it's a great store, but I think I have 2 good rebuttals as to why it shouldn't be your number 1.
Oh, sure. I didn't say it's my number. It's my number 1 shopping area.
Still, my statement stands.
I can't recommend this enough. If you're ever on the side of Disney Springs, like check out the Waterside Stage, because you never know what you're gonna find. They have a bunch of different variety of acts. But often at night they can have different bands, different musical acts, as well as specialty acts like a cappella groups and DJs, things like that. So check out the Waterside Stage.
My hometown from Rogersville, Tennessee, they got to dance literally just yesterday.
On the Waterside Stage?
Yeah, it was actually very neat. Very proud of them.
Well, how kismet. That's great.
Yeah. Another one of my absolutely favorite things to do here in Disney Springs, an absolute must-do for me, is the Polite Pig. It's basically modern barbecue with a lot of really fun and unique cocktails and drinks and a huge list of bourbon for those who are bourbon lovers. It is technically a quick service here, but it also is a Michelin star winner. That's how good it is. And there's a walk-up bar. There's a lot of things I love about this place, and I think there's a lot of things that I can convince Sage to love about this place too.
Oh my gosh. That's the bourbon bar? Yeah. Oh no, this is not good.
I know. So my main reasons for loving Polite Pig are, 1, I think it's just really delicious barbecue. I can sometimes be a little bit picky about barbecue. This is amazing. I absolutely adore it. I'm here every single time I go to Disney Springs, and
I'm here every single day.
And 2, I think they have a really nice array of options for bourbon, especially if you're a bourbon lover, and they have some really great cocktails too. And 3, it's a quick service, which I appreciate because it's great quality and you don't have to have reservations. So if you're just randomly coming to Disney Springs, or maybe you don't want to super overplan, you can go to Polite Pig anytime you want.
Okay, those are all fair things. Okay, listen, I do love Polite Pig. It is on your list. I wish it was on my list. It's really great. We all know it. But, look over there. There are barely any seats left. It can get insanely crowded because it is so popular. Polite Pig, people love it, especially like the garage, Lime Garage is right there, and you can make a hard right, and it's literally right there. It tends to be a first stop for a lot of people if you're looking to get something to eat. So it can be really crowded. Also, I hear you, but it is very specific. It is barbecue and bourbon. Now, delightful as it is, but if you're not into those two things, I mean, what's the point?
I don't know. I think it's still worth a shot.
Yes. If you're open to try barbecue and bourbon, this is great. Yes, but it is so specific. Barbecue and bourbon. That's the thing to do here. Next up on my list is the Boathouse, where you can find great food, waterfront dining, and dream boats. It says it right there on the front. This is definitely more of your seafood, shoreside eating. Obviously, you have the oysters, lobster, all that good seafood eats. They do have some other food as well, but really the reason to come here is for the cocktails and for the amazing seafood. But I'm not really talking about Boathouse proper. I'm talking about what's behind the Boathouse. Follow me, Emma. Specifically, I am referring to the Dockside Bar. Now, this still has a full menu out here. You can do everything you can inside, except this feels like more of a happy hour, like light snack situation. Except, if your light snack is is 40 oysters, you can do that too. I mean, whatever. The full bar, everything is really great here, and you have these incredible views of Disney Springs. Full disclosure, this is always the place that I come. Anytime I come to Disney Springs, I go to the Dockside Bar at Boathouse. Specifically for these reasons. Number one, it's usually always pretty accessible, except if it's on a busy day. I understand. Busy is busy. But it's usually pretty accessible because it's right out here behind the actual Boathouse. Not a lot of people are like, oh, I know where to go, the back of the Boathouse. So usually pretty accessible. Number two, it is gorgeous out here. It is completely covered, and you have these really great dockside view of Disney Springs. You've got the boats going by, you've got the amphicars going by, which is, in case you don't know what an amphicar is, it's part boat, part car. You've also got the Disney Springs boats that are taking you to Saratoga Springs, like really, really great views. And third, anything that you could want inside, you can have here outside, and still with all the amenities I already gave you. Still a full menu out here, still a full drink list out here. It's basically just a smaller, nicer, prettier restaurant. I mean, dockside restaurant outside. Yeah, makes sense?
Yeah, I think you nailed it. I do have a few reasons that I necessarily wouldn't choose this. I love it out here, but I do think there are a few reasons that this might not be perfect for everybody.
Okay.
Number one is, while it might be accessible, we are here on a pretty busy day, and there is basically no seating out here.
That's true.
They even have half of it blocked off, which they might open later, but they might not. So if you're coming and you're absolutely planning on being here, you might get here and there's not that many seats, especially if you have a bigger party.
Yep.
So definitely be aware of that. First come, first serve out here. Number two, something that I witnessed while you were talking, actually, is there's a lot of birds out here. And I literally just saw a bird get onto a guest's table, pick up their mac and cheese.
No.
Yes, I did. I promise I did. And number three, this might just be a me problem. If it is, please forgive me. But as we were walking around checking out some of the lower end of the dock, I could feel the dock kind of swaying as we were eating.
That's true.
As we were walking around. It's not something that I would be able to enjoy the whole time I'm sitting here. Like, I could not have a meal out here and not feel at least a little bit like I have some sea legs. I wouldn't enjoy that if that's something that you know that you're sensitive to. Maybe make sure that you're sitting at the bar and not at the tables down below on the dock. But that'd be something that would hold me back from eating. If that was the only place I could sit, that would hold me back from eating out here. Another really fun must-do on my list is Jocks Hangar Bar. It is over here by Wine Bar George and Gideon's Bakehouse, and I think it is a seriously underrated stop here in Disney Springs. It is just a bar where you get to have drinks and maybe some snacks and some food in a vintage airplane hangar that is turned into a dive bar. I mean, how cool is that? It's awesome. They have some really great drinks and some really fun seasonal options. I know I was here last Christmas and it had some of the best desserts and drinks that I've had in a long time in Disney Springs, and it's a little Indiana Jones themed and has some fun memorabilia inside. So that's why I think it's a must-do, but now I need to convince Sage why I think it's a must-do. Are you ready to be convinced?
Listen, if anybody's convinced me, what? Huh? If anybody's gonna convince me, it's gonna be you.
Yeah, I don't doubt that at all. Thank you for that vote of confidence.
You're welcome.
So there are 3 reasons I really think you should try to make a stop in Disney Springs at Jocks Hangar Bar.
Uh-huh.
Number 1 is I think the drinks and the food are just delicious.
Okay.
I think there are some really unique options here, especially if you come around the holidays. They'll have some really fun items. I'm a foodie. It's where I like to be, as you can tell, and I think they have some great food and drinks here. Number 2, you're literally in a hangar bar. You're in a hangar. You're in an airplane hangar. What else do I need to say? I mean, the immersion is amazing. It's so cool. The vibes are really, really awesome. I really enjoy it, even if I'm not super into the movies that these are based off of. Personally, the vibes are immaculate.
Okay.
Number 3, you actually don't need reservations to come here. They have a walk-up wait list. So if you want to come any day to Disney Springs, make sure to head over here and get on that wait list, because it can have a little bit of a wait, but you also don't need the reservation, so you can do it day of if you plan to.
Those are pretty solid arguments. However, if you would allow me to,
Of course.
it is a hangar, sure.
It's cool.
It is a very small hangar, which means limited seating. Not a lot of seats inside, and not a lot of seats outside. They have this really cool boat area and a couple seats in the back, but not a lot of seats. So and because it is a popular Indiana Jones bar, it can fill up like that. So if you want to come here, I would probably try and get here early or get on the wait list, but be prepared to wait for a little bit. Also, there's not a lot of food here, so don't come here and preparing to eat. You know what I mean? You can
Snacks. There's snacks.
They're all like bar food, snacky things. So the wings are good. I like the wings. The wings are pretty good, but again, not a full meal. So if you're looking for a place to eat, this is not the place. And lastly, it can get pretty loud in the evening. Specifically, that right there. That is, in the evenings, they use that for a stage for musical acts. And where's the seating? Right there. So it can get pretty loud. So if you're looking for something a little more relaxing, or you don't have to scream over each other, even on the inside, with all the music and weird Indiana Jones noises they put from, it can get pretty loud. So there's something to note. While it is not on our top 5, I mean, there are a bunch of different shops here at Disney Springs, and I mean, shops that you would find at an outlet mall, like Mac or Kate Spade or Zara. Right across from the Coca-Cola store and right next to Planet Hollywood is Chicken Guy. Chicken Guy is Guy Fieri's chicken restaurant where you can grab chicken sandwiches and chicken tenders. Really, the thing that's most popular here is the chicken tenders and all the different sauces you can try with them. So now I'm going to convince Emma why Chicken Guy is on my top 5, especially for lunch. I mean, that's nice. Look at that. And the craziest part about it is that on the back of the menu, look at the amount of sauces you can get. This is crazy. So typically with your chicken tender combos or your chicken tenders, 2 specialty sauces are included. But if you want additional, because there are so many sauces, if you want additional sauces, each sauce is another 50 cents. So I think for $1, I think I'm gonna get another sauce for me and another sauce for you. I mean, let's just look at all that. That is just fried sauce goodness. I'm gonna tell you why this is definitely on my top 5. Specifically, first things first about Chicken Guy, it is the chicken tenders connoisseur's dream. If you love to dip fries and chicken tenders, that is the place. And that brings me to my number 2, the dipping sauces. There are dipping sauces upon dipping sauces. It's really interesting and unique flavors you're not really gonna find anywhere else. Which is hugely appealing to me. Also, it is for a lunch place or for a food place at Disney Springs. It is reasonably priced for 2 meals, and we got a bunch of extra sauces. It was approximately $28 as opposed to the $44 Polite Pig over here. No, that's not me calling you a Polite Pig. That was me saying that you.
Hey!
No, I would say that you love the Polite Pig.
I choose Polite Pig.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yes, and I'm just saying it's a great area to just grab some chicken tenders, grab some fries.
Chicken Guy is a really good one. It is a super popular stop here in Disney Springs, but that is one of my reasons that I wouldn't necessarily come here, because there are such long lines for what is at the end of the day, chicken tenders. So I think
don't you put down tenders that are chicken.
I love chicken tenders, but we were in the sun for a lot of our line, and we were here during a shorter part of the day, so we didn't wait that long. But I have waited a long time for Chicken Guy. And I don't necessarily know that it's worth that when Disney Springs has so many awesome options that you could just walk up to. And then I think my second, it's hard for me to argue this one. My second argument, or maybe why I wouldn't necessarily come here, is it's only chicken. So if you are not somebody who loves chicken, and there are those people, I might not be one of them, but there are those people. You guys, you might not want Chicken Guy because it's literally in the name. It's just chicken tenders. And while they might be good, it's not everybody's cup of tea. And number 3, the seating here is super limited. They literally just added an expansion for seating, and it still was not enough. I looked outside, I looked inside. And where are we sitting right now, Sage?
On a curve.
On a curve. Because there's not enough seating here. So those are my 3 reasons.
That part is true. I definitely wish Chicken Guy had more seating. Just for research, we felt the need to grab 6 sauces.
Yeah, that's why we're here.
Right, exactly. Well, also, just to show you how great Chicken Guy can be.
Of course.
All right, Emma, you're gonna try. What did you get?
I got the special sauce. It's good. It's heavy notes of mayonnaise. There's obviously some other like seasonings in here. Heavy on the mayonnaise. I still get almost like a yum yum sauce kind of vibe, but I like it actually. It's good.
The first one I'm gonna try is the donkey sauce. There's garlic involved.
Okay.
There's a little bit of mayo.
Okay.
There's a little bit of lemon in there.
Oh.
What about you says donkey?
Okay. I like it.
Yeah, it's good.
It's very heavy on the mayonnaise and the garlic.
Yeah,
that's like the first notes you get immediately, but I get that almost, I wouldn't necessarily call it earthy. I would call it like almost a fresh.
Okay.
Like fresh.
I thought of lettuce. Lettuce is the first thing I thought of.
Like maybe like a fresh herb or something.
Okay.
I don't necessarily think that that's what they used in it, but that's the taste I'm getting.
I'm having the most fun doing this right now.
No, I unfortunately, me too.
Right.
Another one of my absolute favorites here in Disney Springs is Emirates Bakery. It is in the name, it's a bakery here. You can get mini cakes, creme brulees, eclairs, all of the best desserts, good treats, and they have a lot of personalized things depending on when you're here. They'll do mini cakes for the seasons, for new movies coming out. They have a Hocus Pocus Black Flame candle, and it's really good. Emirates actually just brought back their cake decorating class, and they even invited me down to make one. You get to make your very own Mickey Dome cake, and it's $199 for 2 people, and it's a 90-minute experience. You get unlimited drinks, and at the end of it, you even get to take your own cake home. So it's a really fun and unique experience that you can do here at Emirates. I'm very excited, and I think we might even try something here. That might be my best pitch for you. Another thing that I think is really cool is at Emirates you can even get specialized cakes. So if you're here for your birthday or you have any special occasion going on, you can get little cakes. Okay, here she is, our beautiful Emirates Patisserie to-go bag. We did get it to go so that way we could come outside and sit outside since it feels nice today. But you don't get this bag if you don't get it to go. Just so you know, and I do love the bag. That means nothing to anyone but me, but there you go. Of course you may. There we go. And there is the beautiful Emirates box.
Oh, wow.
Love her. We chose the worst way to do this.
Oh, it's got like it's a door.
So this is the Mickey Mousse, actually. It's chocolate chiffon cake with dark chocolate mousse and white chocolate mousse on top. I am very excited. I have had this many times. Before we dive in, I should say that this is not one of the specialty things. You can get this at Emirates year-round. That's why we did choose it. So that way, if you're at Disney Springs, no matter the time, you can try this if you like what we have to say, or maybe if you don't, you'll know not to grab it. I love it, but we're gonna see how this one feels.
Yeah. Here goes nothing. It's really good.
Yeah, it is really good.
Oh man, it's definitely a sweeter chocolate as opposed to like anything like a dark chocolate or anything like that. It's really like it's a mousse. It's light and it's fluffy. The texture is really nice. I was confused because I can kind of see like there's like a darker like a kind of a crust on the bottom, and then like this like white mousse in between, and the glaze on top. It's everything flows together really well. All right.
Okay.
You may have made me an Emirates person. Emma, this might be cheating.
No.
You gave me this before, and I know not a lot of people like dome cakes, but like because I'm a novice, I loved it.
Yeah. It's not cheating, it's helping me with my pitch. Okay.
Okay.
And I have 3 main reasons that this is one of my favorite must-dos here in Disney Springs. One, I love desserts, and I think these are unique desserts. So that's why I really like it.
While you talk, I'm going to keep eating.
Exactly. So fun and unique desserts. Number 2 is I think the pricing for the small items is pretty fair for a high quality dessert. It's gonna be more than your traditional like Mickey ice cream, but it's also better ingredients and I think higher quality. And 3, they have the specialty items, which just takes it over the top for me because I love getting like special treats every few months.
This was a hard one for me because you cheated.
No.
You gave this to me.
I fought fair.
Okay. Okay, first things first. Right off the bat, if you're not a huge dessert person, probably shouldn't be on your top 5. I am not a huge dessert person. While this was really good, this wouldn't be on my top 5 just because that's all they have here. They do have some sandwiches, but it's really, really based on sweets. Speaking of sweets, if you are a pickier eater, this is more of an elevated sweet, so you're not going to find, your typical ice cream bars or anything like that here, especially for the young ones who are like, what's this weird, like, mousse, gelatin, crunchy ball thing in my cake? Like, it is. I've got a crunchy ball thing in here, which was delightful, but kids are like, what is this?
Fair.
So probably not for the pickier dessert people. Lastly, because it is so popular, there was a line out the door.
Yeah.
A line out of the door, so it can get pretty crowded. But overall, thanks for taking me here.
Thank you for being open-minded because I'm just glad I got to eat something from you. Selfishly.
All right, fine. Now it's my turn. We're moving on.
Deal.
All right, so we are here at Cirque du Soleil's Drawn to Life for one of my top 5 picks. Why?
Live entertainment is important.
That's right. Now, look, the reason that this is one of my top 5 is because, number 1, this is a really incredible Vegas style show. Like you would see a Cirque du Soleil show in Vegas. It's really incredible. So it's a Vegas style show that you can only see here. You're not going to see this show literally anywhere else. Just because it's Cirque du Soleil, you're not going to see this in Vegas. You can only see this in Disney Springs, so that's pretty cool. Second thing, the acts in the show are really, really cool. They have incredible acrobats, aerialists, so great musicians, really great performers. So there's some great performances from Drawn to Life in this literal love letter to Disney animation by Cirque du Soleil. The third reason is that, in my opinion, it makes for a perfect date night. You have all these incredible restaurants here at Disney Springs, and you can have dinner, and then you can go see a show. A perfect date night. I cannot recommend this enough here at Drawn to Life.
Okay, I think Drawn to Life is actually amazing.
Sure.
I think it's a great choice. There are a few reasons that maybe I wouldn't necessarily make this a must-do here for me in Disney Springs. My first one, this is a small gripe. This is me maybe grasping at straw. But number 1 for me is it's a little bit more removed from everything. It's on as far as you can get outside, on the edge of Disney Springs. I don't really love that as somebody who is lazy, and I love for all my things to be in one spot.
Get out of here.
I love for all my things to be in one spot. So I think sometimes if you've never been to Disney Springs, this might be a little bit harder to find.
Okay.
That's my first little one. My second one is it's expensive. There's a lot of things in Disney World that are expensive, no surprise. And this is a great quality show, but tickets are not cheap. So if you're coming with more than just you and maybe a friend or whoever, like on a date night, if you come with the whole family, this can really rack up. And my third thing is Disney Springs has some amazing, amazing entertainment that is free all around. They have pop-up shows at night, lots of live performers that are also as equally talented and maybe get overlooked because they don't have as big of an arena, but they're free and they're great.
Also, where CityWorks currently lies, this would have been on my top 5, not CityWorks. I'm talking about like 20 years ago when Disney Quest was around.
Oh.
That's when this would have been on my top 5. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. All right. We got to go into Disney style just for a second.
So I'm just hanging out. Sage kind of
Look at how cute this shirt is.
Well, I'm obsessed with that.
I'm living for it.
It looks amazing.
Right? Welcome to the Edison. The Edison is a steampunk 1920s restaurant, eatery, bar. It's really, really great. I love it a lot. The best time to come here is in the evening. That's when they have all the live entertainment, and that's when, the joint is really jumping, as people said in the 1920s. It doesn't even open until 11:30 a.m., and it does close at 11, but they do have some really great drinks and food here. I mean, even with the old cartoons playing, and if you listen closely, you can hear songs like Postmodern Jukebox, which is where they take contemporary songs and give them a nice swinging big band 1920s vibe. And in the evening, they can have anywhere from a full band to a pianist to, if you see this little square up here, it gets lowered and an aerialist swings above people. Is super cool. I love the Edison for a bunch of reasons. Number one, I mean, these vibes. I mean, like this 1920s, almost steampunk with prohibition kind of situation. You can't find these vibes almost really anywhere at Disney World, right?
No, you kind of nailed it.
Yeah, it's beautiful here. I mean, even from like the bolts in the wall of these old cartoons playing to the music, postmodern jukebox music, and you can even dress up for the occasion. I've seen a couple like guests who just showed up as flapper girls just to like take pictures and to eat a fun meal. Number two, the food and the drinks are really good. I love the disco fries. Also the candied bacon that's like hanging on the on like the clothesline. Super good. Oh, it's super good. And the specialty cocktails are really good. Again, it's all themed to prohibition, that whole era. So really some nice specialty cocktails. And number three, there is nightly live entertainment. Now it changes depending if it's the weekday or the weekend, and you might get different performers as well. But on busier nights, they can have people for like specialty acts like tap dancers and aerialists that are on top of the audience, to full bands, who are singing these like really beautiful like postmodern jukebox songs, and then and some nights you have just a great pianist singing your favorite tunes in a fun 1920s way. Definitely a vibe in here for sure. I love it.
I think you hit the nail on the head for all of those. And the thing is I've heard Sage talk about the Edison so much. He does love it. And I think it's an awesome place in Disney Springs. But I think there are a few reasons that it necessarily would not be in my top 5. I think my number 1 is pre-pandemic. At night, this was like a party. Like, it was so much fun. The live entertainment was just huge. People really got into it, talking about people who would dress up. I mean, it was like a party vibe, like a huge group interaction. Very cool. Since the pandemic has happened, that kind of sense of party, that sense of getting to hang out with people that maybe you don't even know, it's not really come back yet. No. And I think that was one of the best things about the Edison.
Yeah, you know who I miss real quick? The Pearls. Pearls, if you're watching this, if you're listening, we miss you at the Edison. The Pearls are these 3 incredible dancers would come out and do these like crazy moves, so like Crazy in Love and like Poison. Like, it's just so Pearls. We miss you. Come back to the Edison. All right, go ahead.
Great addition to my point, which they've just not brought everything back.
Yeah.
So probably one of the biggest things that I think is why I might not come here. Number 2 is I don't necessarily think it's super family friendly because of that vibe at night. Live entertainment, lots of drinks. It's tons of fun for adults, but maybe kids wouldn't enjoy it as much. Or if you're not into that kind of vibe, probably not the place for you. And then number 3, in my opinion, it is pricier. I know I keep talking about that, but I want you guys to know before you come anywhere in Disney Springs that sometimes the options are pricier, and this is definitely one of those places. So if you're not looking to spend quite a bit of money, maybe choose somewhere else. Another pick of mine today was the Lego store over here in Disney Springs next to World of Disney. The Lego store is where you can build your creativity brick by brick as you go. It's a huge Lego store where you get to build individual sets, you get to build things that you want. It's really creative, or they have classic sets that you can buy pre-made. Lots of fun, and I'm going to convince Sage why I think it should be a number 1 choice here.
Convince me.
I'm ready to be convinced. I'm ready to convince.
Convince me that the Lego store at Disney Springs has to be part of your top 5.
I think it should be, because there's a lot of fun things to eat here in Disney Springs, lots of fun things to do, have drinks and things. This one is more of like a personalized experience.
Oh, people are excited about
I love the Lego store!
That's a song, right?
It is a song, but maybe not the... We're off track. Okay. And you can make your own self into a mini Lego. Where can you do that? That is such a personalized souvenir from Disney World, and you don't even have to go into the parks to get it.
Those are great reasons.
They are.
You can also become your own avatar at Animal Kingdom, but whatever. That's fine. It's fine. All right, number one. It's small. During the busier seasons, it can get very crowded inside there. Number 2, it is very specific. If you're not a fan of Legos, I've mad respect for anybody who can create something like that. That's bonkers. But I'm not a huge Lego person, so...
I have the right Lego sets.
Maybe, but it's very specific, so if you're not a huge fan of Legos, why would you go to the Lego store? It's not for me.
Oh.
And because it is such a small shop, the items can be limited. So if you're looking for the like, oh, I've got to find the big, Lego castle set. Where am I going to go? You think you would go to the Lego store at Disney Springs, but because it's so small, no, you'd still have to find it somewhere else.
You haven't convinced me to take it out of my top 5.
Oh, wow.
Don't tell me you don't like Legos, and I know how you feel about this.
I said mad respect for anybody that can do this. Feels like he's looking into my soul. No, I must leave. Again, look, because it's so small, look at the line.
Because it's so popular.
Okay.
Look at this masterpiece.
Yeah, I get.
How can you not love the Legos?
No, I get. I mean, it's really well done.
Mickey hats, Legos.
So we might be doing this head-to-head battle, but we don't get to decide who wins.
We don't, because we would choose ourselves.
Correct.
So who gets to help us choose? You guys at home.
We also have an AllEars judge who will be helping along with that decision. But really,
it's you guys who matter. Make sure to comment down below who you think had the best top 5 so you can help us decide who really wins.
Nice.
Hi, it's me, back to judge. These top 5s are so fun to judge, but they're really, really difficult. And I'm looking at the list. This is hard. Both Sage and Emma, you had great dining options, great shopping options. There's so much to do in Disney Springs that it's hard to pick a top 5. But I have to pick someone, and today I'm gonna go with Emma. Yes, today I picked Emma. I think she had a great overall list. She had shopping, she had dining, she had desserts, she had Polite Pig. I loved Polite Pig. World of Disney, the biggest Disney store in the world. Overall, great list. Sage, you had some great options too. I also love the CoOp. You can find a lot of cool stuff in there. The Boathouse is one of my favorite spots to eat. And I love the Edison, Chicken Guy. Both of your lists were great, but I'm gonna go with Emma today. Do you agree with me? Do you think Emma should have won, or do you think Sage should have won today? Let me know down in the comments below, and also give us your top 5 for Disney Springs. Was it something that wasn't on this list, or was it a combination of these two lists? Let us know.
If you like this video, go ahead and like and subscribe.
Now go watch me and Quincy go head to head for our top 5 in the Wizarding World of Harry Potter.
You never invite me to Universal.
No, well, that's not true.